Right, hi everyone. Um, Something on my mind I've just got to put on here, and for a many number of years I've had focus and concentration problems, especially gotten really bad over the last several years. When I was a kid, I didn't have it as much. I didn't really have it. Not if it was quite mild, but now it's really, really bad. Like, it's like I could be in the middle. I could be in the middle of a game or playing a game, and I do things that don't look so bright. That looks very silly because my focus is gone, or I'll forget. I forget to do a certain thing or a certain mechanic and things like that. And for me, it's really upsetting. It really upsets me that my concentration is so bad. It's nowhere near as when I'm at home. It seems to be okay. It's quite mild. When I'm out, it seems to be quite major, particularly getting involved with games and stuff like that. And the thing is, I'm good with reading people's body language. I had to learn that part to do with survival. So I know when people think I'm stupid, and this is the thing. For many years, I put up with people calling me stupid, calling me as thick as shit, basically. And I can see it in people's faces and body language. They don't think much of me. They think I'm really stupid, and it really upsets me. It really does. I had one comment yesterday about talking to someone, but saying about not being good with technology. In other words, yeah, pointed at me. And another, when I was at the club once, this woman said, "Oh look, you didn't get lost." Yeah, it's good old me, the stupid one. And time again, I really get this, and I'm upset, and it's added to my suicidal feelings. I'm thinking, what's the point? What's the point in living if everyone thinks I'm as thick as shit? And it's not fair, and it's not right. It really is not right. Because of this, I can't help it. There's nothing I can do about it. Nothing at the moment. I'm going to look through my meds, see if that's making me any worse. At the moment, given my research, it could be attention deficit disorder, which I spoke to someone about, and they said it could be. I believe I had it when I was a young kid anyway, but it was always being undiagnosed. And now I'm a few months away from 52. But I will have seeing a mental health nurse soon. I'm going to see if I can get to the bottom of things to see if that really is the case or if there's some other problem going on. It might be the depression that affects things a bit or anxiety a bit, so it could be a little bit psychological. I just don't know, but it's extremely frustrating. I know when I was younger, with one of my even with a mate, may have felt that I wasn't too bright, but I actually am. It's just even back when I was younger, when I was in my teens and that, I did have a little bit of concentration problems, to be fair. But when I was a young kid, it wasn't really prevalent. It wasn't really there as much. But when I grew into my late teens, 20s, and that, it got a bit worse. But it wasn't severely bad. But and it stayed like until I started looking after a nan. And then by the time nan passed away, my concentration and focusing got a lot worse. And it's been pretty much like it ever since. But mind you, I feel that over the last few years things have gotten probably a little bit worse with me. Um, it could be because back in 2021 I did have my epilepsy restarted again, and I I had because I have fits when I wake up, but the fits I had, I believe I might have had 4 fits, but 3 of them my heart stopped. that is scary. But the last bit, because of the way I feel, I wish it just, I did die. Because I'm thinking, what's the point? If everyone thinks I'm stupid, oh look, the dumb one. Oh God, he's coming to the shop. He's as thick as shit. You shouldn't have him here. All that stuff hurts, and it's hard to fight against it. It really is hard to fight. How can I fight against it? I can't. The thing is, I'm part way I'm part way working through game designing a 50s B movie war game. I've been doing that, meddling with rules since 1983. I've been doing that a long time. So that's been great. And with the role playing side, I've been doing that since 1984 and fighting fantasy and all that. And that's helped me actually when I've been playing. It's helped me with things because especially when you're GMing, you always got to be focused. But even when I'm doing that now and then, I could just suddenly lose it, and then sometimes you just got to give me a moment and I'll be okay. Or other times, just give me a shove just to say, yeah, it's happened, and I'll be okay. I might have lost what to do because if it continues, and people constantly call me thick as shit and reading the body language equivalent of it, I'm gonna lose my life because of it. Because I'm thinking, what the hell's the point? If so many people are thinking I'm stupid, I think it's a good idea just to end it, and that's how I feel right now. I feel like quitting wargaming at the moment. I feel like packing it in or literally retracting a bit until I got this sorted. So I'm going to say this quite loudly. I am not stupid. I never really was. It just I do have this problem. And I wish I could overcome it. I wish I can really prove that I'm not the way people think. But a huge amount of people think like this now. Because the way I'm like when I'm outdoors, out and about and stuff like that. So some person said I might have Asperger's as well. There's a possibility. I don't know. Because yet again, hey, I don't get diagnosed with anything. Other people have, but me, even when I try to follow things up, it gets swept under the carpet. If I had attention deficit disorder, it should have been diagnosed in the 70s, but that's a long time ago. It's sort of like it would have been missed back then. I just really wish I had that diagnosis. I really wish I had it a long time ago. Things would have been very, very different. I would have had the extra help. And I would have been far better than I am right now. One thing I will be combating against it is playing concentration and memory games. On the computer and stuff like that. The odd quiz I do research stuff anyway, just to gain knowledge. But sometimes I find one thing I do find it hard is to get that information in there and for me to get it out. It probably is in there, shaking around somewhere, but I find it hard to recall some of the information. So if you give me lore in 40k, I might remember little bits, but that's it. But I've got other people that can say about the lore on stuff, about things, and they can do it easily, and I can't. And that can be frustrating. And I've just got my all right, darling. It's all right. It's my daughter Lola. Bless her. Oh, hold on, baby. Nope. Blimey, I can't see myself. Okay, alright, darling. Alright. I think you've seen her. Bless her. I'm going to do my best to combat it, because it really has got on top of me now. You see, I'm virtually crying now because of it. It only takes so much of people thinking you're dimwit, you're dumb, you're stupid. What's the point? You know, you shouldn't game with him. Shouldn't have anything to do with him. He's thick. He's stupid. Look at us. We're the brainy ones. I can't help it. I really can't. And yet, if you talk to my mother and family, they would say that I am pretty bright. I am really, really intelligent. It's just I've got, as I say, to do with the concentration problems. I do suffer from a bit of anxiety and stuff like that. You know, I've on a load of tablets. I suffer from mental health problems, depression, all that. And I got fibro, and I did have sarcoidosis. I don't know if that's in remission. It was. I've got a lot of problems, and it's really heavy and poor, but I'm going to do my best now. I'm going to focus quite hard to combat it, because I'm now beyond had enough of this image I've had for the last 30 odd years. I want it gone. I don't want who I am now. I want to be me without the concentration problems, without focusing problems, to be able to play a war game without messing up, without my concentration going, and not being able to focus enough to strategize and do some good maneuvers. But this is the thing. Sometimes I can be clear for a bit, and I can play well with things, with games and stuff like that. Other times, no. I do really stupid things, sort of like putting a tank in the middle of a village in 6mm. So of course it got shot. One of these tanks got shot to pieces. But of course, what I should have done was just had it just outside the town and just use the tanks like that, things like that, and I can really mess things up. But I'm frustrated. I'm depressed. I'm going to try to get help. I'm going to look through all my meds to see if that's making things worse. I know as you age, it can affect things that way as well. There's various things. It could be even diet that could affect things a little bit. I know that, because processed foods and stuff like it's not good for you, but sometimes you can't change your diet like me, so I'm stuck there. But anyway, this will be the last video on any subjects like this, because I really want to be able to do the gaming videos and other videos. I've got a lot of miniatures to stuff that I painted. I've done a lot over the last few years with painting and things like that, even making scenery. And I really want do more, and I will be making more scenery. I'm actually in the middle of redoing my pebble. Well, they look like bloody giant pebbles, and I did a desert version like baked potato. So I really wanted to redo them. I've done 2, and I used expanded foam, covering it with polystyrene. Not poly. See what I mean? I went just then. My head went with polyfiller. Obviously sandpaper it down, and then paint it. But you've got to carve it quite rough to make it look like rock, where it's looked too smooth before, like a pebble. Hopefully this time it will look much better once painted. But yeah, loads to show, loads to do. I'll have my garage up soon, which I'll take a video of, and inside and stuff like that. And then pretty much a lot of the videos will be within that shed, or maybe a couple in the garden and stuff like that. Won't be any inside this in the bedroom anymore, because I'm being tired of it, because I've been doing this since 2000, and most of my videos has been inside a bedroom, but hopefully no more. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully some of you would have watched this throughout, because some people just switch off after 30 or 40 seconds and don't catch what's fully being said, and I can understand that. So hopefully some of you would have just listened to the end. But thank you for subscribing and keeping with me. Very much appreciated, honestly, from what my heart. Thank you. I'm 50 now, and hopefully one day I can get to 200. I'm not a greedy person. I mean, if I could ever hit that, I mean, that'd be fantastic. I'm not after thousands or stuff like that. I mean, I don't care about that. Oh, look at all these followers. Oh, look how many people subscribed. Oh, look at me now. I don't care. It's just nice to be, well, nice to be wanted, but nice to have people watching your videos and respect, and people give you because of it. Anyway, thanks so much. Till next time.